Somebody's sleepy. This is the original timer. I'm getting ready to disconnect all the wires, reinstall them. This is a timer that I have. It's a used one, but it's a good one. Well, it should be a good one. We'll figure that out pretty quick. Got the timer swapped out. I have it turned on and running right now. It's producing good heat. We're getting ready to see if it's going to complete the whole cycle. Got the pump removed, connects directly to the drum. And then the other end connects to the drain tube over here. It's not clogged or anything, so it's most likely just the motor's bad. Getting ready to swap it out. I have another one here. Got the pump reinstalled, hooked it all up. Went ahead and cleaned the seals and any of the contact points so it doesn't leak, especially between the drum and here in the drain tube. Got the clamp fastened on, so let's stand it back upright. Brought this dryer over here. Not sure what's going on with it. It doesn't have a power cord, so we're gonna take a look, see what we can do with it. Super dirty in there. I'm not sure what's going on, but we'll take a look at the sensor and the elements. But as you can see, a bunch of lint buildup. There's also some in the back. Started checking all the sensors and the element. Turns out the thermal fuse is bad. That goes bad. You're not going to get any heating. That was most likely the problem here, but probably went bad because of all the buildup in here. Finished out its cycle. Works good. I cleaned it up a little bit. This one just finished its first test cycle. Seems to be working good. It's about to cut off. Seems to be draining. So we're gonna move it inside and test it with some clothes. Got a bunch of lint in it. You can see some of it kind of burnt up here. It's not good. That's what happens when you get too much buildup. I'm getting ready to use the compressor, get all the smaller nooks and crannies. I went ahead, took the wheels off so I can clean them and re-grease them. And then I also took the heating element off. It's good, it's reading continuity, but I see a lot of lint buildup in here. And then also I want to take a look at it, make sure it's in good standing. We got all the big stuff cleaned up. That's never going to be 100%. This is definitely a lot better than it was. Replaced the sensor, cleaned them all up. Took this exhaust tube out. That way I can clean it up real good. There's still some lint in there. Last thing to do before I put it together, this front end has got 2 wheels that the drum rides on. So I'm going to take them off, clean them up, re-grease them. Got the drum installed. Got the belt in there. Put it around the tensioner. It's ready to go. Let's put the front end on, put these smaller parts on. The amount of lint that was stopped up in here, we got it cleaned out, blew it out with the compressor. Let's get it reinstalled, get this stuff thrown away. And as I was going to put the lint tray back, it is broken. This thing is trash. I have it hooked up. I installed a cord, so I haven't tried it yet. Moment of truth. Cycle signal. All right. Cool. We'll give it a minute, see if it's heating. Spinning like a charm. There's a lot of bounce in the drum. This is a common issue with these Amania machines. So another thing is gonna have to be done. We're gonna have to replace the shocks in this machine as well. It's an everyday thing with these goats up here by the road. I'm about to head out of here. I'm gonna hit the road. Gotta go to Home Depot. Gotta pick up 15 pieces of plywood. Picked up 15 pieces of this 4x8 plywood. Getting ready to load them all up. A little bit of a struggle by myself, but I'll figure it out. All 15 of them in there. Let's hit the road. Let's get back. We got to get them unloaded. Looks like my dad's moving some bales of clothes with the tractor. We're getting ready for the container. Supposed to be shipping one off Monday morning. Got all the sheep over here in the yard grazing. Looks like this guy hurt his leg somehow. Grabbed a couple more pallets. We just put this bale of clothes on a pallet. It wasn't on one. It'll make it easier for us to load. We got this bale flipped over on a pallet. Keep in mind, these things are like 800 or 900 pounds. Here come the big boys. Pretty heavy load. Man, lifted up those front tires. But we got to get it out of here. You can see those front tires are not doing much. They're barely on the ground. That's how heavy this bale is. But these forks are a lot longer, so we can actually reach under and grab it because of the way it's sitting on the pallet. These forks are strong. They can definitely lift it, but they have a trouble if they're not completely underneath the pallet and underneath the load. Man, does my dad know how to balance the load. We got a slight hill here, so those front tires were starting to really come up. We're gonna set her here. We're gonna cover it up. Load goes in 2 days, so not calling for rain. That's a good thing. Erwin made his way out here.
Yes, sir.
From the last pallet we moved, it ripped up some of our blocks here, but not too bad. Grab a shovel, clear out some of the sand, level them back out, and then put the sand back.
We managed to get it out. See what's next. Thank you.
We're gonna take this 3-point system off. We got the scraper blade hooked up to the zeter. I guess he's gonna do a little more grading over here. Woo, pretty heavy. Trying to lift up on the front end a little bit. We're gonna get it put back in here. I know some of y'all are gonna ask, why didn't we just use the zeter to do it while it was over here? But it's a lot taller than this Kubota is, even with the rocks up. So it can fit in here so we can move the pallet in without crushing these pallet floor as well. After getting all those bales moved onto a pallet, getting ready to set the gate down, unload these 15 pieces of plywood I picked up. We got the truck unloaded, put all the plywood in the barn. This is how we're spending our Friday night. We're getting ready to run some sprints, and then we're gonna go work on some dinner, get prepared, get everything ready for Monday and this weekend. We'll be back out here tomorrow.